There it is. All right, everybody. Welcome to the second of the Lovehoney presentations called Growing Your Business. We appreciate all of you joining us today. Sam has an awesome presentation to go over with everyone and has an awesome surprise to reveal to everybody about a new release. And once she does, I will link where you can find everything on the ECN site. So Sam, I'm going to just hand it over to you. She needs no introduction, but here
Thank
she is, the
you.
lovely, the amazing, the smart, the talented, the
Thank you.
beautiful Samantha Brown from Lovehoney Group.
Thank you, Pete. Hi, everyone. Super excited today, especially since this is, when you do a lot of trainings like we do here, and it's always product. It's always nice to go out of the box and do something different. Pete and I had been talking at the end of the year last year and sort of brainstorming about what we were going to do this year, and I really wanted to do some webinars that were not just product focused. Of course, I will still do those. But I wanted to sort of share all the knowledge we have here at Lovehoney Group and sort of give you the insider information in terms of our marketing team and how much they actually do, and give you the tools to know that the tools and the knowledge and where to find everything that you can use for your businesses that our amazing marketing team creates. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over marketing assets. We'll go over social media, email and newsletters, in-store POS, online, and then Lovehoney Group links. And then I also have a fun, amazing, incredible announcement for some new products that have just launched for pre-order, and then also one that will be coming in March. So let's talk about the assets. I feel confident saying that our marketing team is really one of the best, if not the best ones out there. They really take their time. And one thing they are known for is their consistency with what they create prior to launches. So every time we launch a toy, there is this thing called the Launch Hub. That is where you're going to find everything at your fingertips. I know a few years ago when we met with marketing, what sales said to marketing, what we requested was something like this. So make it easy for retailers to have all the assets they needed in one place. So this Launch Hub is always going to be, it'll have the product images, it'll have product features. So if you're an online business, you have the icons that you can use. You have order information. For this one in particular, the Wand 2, we had WeVibe app information. You've got your asset download as well as POS download. So it's everything in one place. It will always have the date that we're launching. You will get this before the launch date. So we do ask, especially if you're an e-tailer, that you don't actually put it on your site to end consumers until the date that it launches, because then I would get in trouble. But you can get it ready. You can get everything ready to go to just hit that go button the day that it launches. These launch hubs they go out in our emails. So if you are not on our email list, if you do not receive these, there's going to be a link at the end where you can sign up for our emails and you can get them. So let's talk social media. Nowadays, everybody has their phone with them 24/7. People shop on their phones. People do everything on their phones. I am a sucker. I just got a shipment today from something I bought off of Instagram. It's target, target, target all the time. So social media is important. It is important to keep it up. If you don't have an Instagram account already or a TikTok account, I suggest creating them and understanding your audience. If you already have an account up, looking at the demographic, looking at who's liking what and what they are liking when you're posting is really going to help you with figuring out what you're going to post in the future. Instagram does have built-in analytics. I believe all of the social media platforms do, so you can just use those. They're at your fingertips. Posting consistently is super important. I know that these sites that I follow where I'm mostly engaged are the ones that are going to be posting often. I know Pete and his team are happy to discuss with anybody if you want to try and revamp your Instagram or your TikTok or understand how to post more often. They are very familiar with all the sites that are able to help you because what you can do is plan out your posts. So if you plan out the posts for the week and you get them all set and then they're done and then you don't have to worry about it, they'll just post it on its own. These sites will do that for you. Be active. I know that I like to get a like or a comment if I like something or say something on someone's page. So it's good to, and there's value in you giving feedback to people who are posting and engaging in your on your IG page or in TikTok or whatever it might be. Run contests and giveaways, and this is where I can help. Lovehoney Group can help. If you follow East Coast News, you know we just recently did actually 3 different giveaways, one for the wand, one for Iggy, and one for Vibe. That sort of giveaway we can do for you. So you just put a request in with Pete and let him know, you know, what you want to give away, what you want to highlight. We'll provide everything we do for ECN, we can do for a retailer. We basically put all the assets together. I send it to you or I put it to a Dropbox if you have one. And I will provide all the toys for the giveaways. And I highly recommend doing that. Also, collaborating with influencers. Usually, we will recommend doing micro influencers. So if you know, and it's usually someone in your area, if you know there's someone in your area that is very active on going to adult spaces, or if they're just active in general on what to do, especially if you're going to be having an event, partnering with the influencers is a great way to highlight your business. Again, happy to also work with you if they want to promote our products. I can provide those for them at no cost. And we can also talk about, because they obviously usually have a fee, we can discuss that as well. So all of these things are great to do for social media to keep your customers engaged and keep people in the know and also to understand your audience, what they're liking, what they're not liking. It's interesting to look through. I'll go on like WeVibe or Womanizer's Instagram pages and I'll see what generated the most likes, what didn't, what comments are. So I highly recommend being very active on social. And again, Pete and his team are very familiar with it. So they're always happy to help you navigate. Next up is email and newsletters. These are super important as well, especially, I would say, well, it's important for brick and mortar. It's important for online. It's important for both. I do say if you don't have something right where you check out that clearly asks the customer to sign up for email to get updates on, specials and teasers on new products or events, we can help you create something if you want. That's not going to necessarily be Lovehoney branded. I'm just saying in general. I just do feel, and I feel strongly about creating a large email database of your customers is a tool that is super important. Also happy to provide some raffle prizes. So maybe once a month you pick a raffle prize for all the people who signed up that month. They get entered into a raffle. However you want to do it, it just incentivizes them to sign up. Or sometimes people do give a discount on their next purchase coupon if they sign up for the email right then and there. Email and newsletters are also great for exclusive content. So I know that I like to feel exclusive for the newsletters that I sign up for and to find out about, events happening early or launches early. It's always a great thing to do sense of urgency for people to find out before, it comes in and then we sell out. And special promotions. So I think email marketing is a great way to talk about upcoming, what you're going to be bringing into the store, any special events. I think this is also a great opportunity to highlight things like our collections because there's always a value grab with those. No matter whenever we put a collection out, there will always be a value grab. So it's something that you can definitely let your customers know, oh, we have these golden moments. It's a savings of, I think it's $100. But people love to know when they're going to be getting a deal. And you can also send out teasers. Again, if we're launching something, you can send out a teaser. You just can't be selling it actively until the day that we launch it. And contests and giveaways. Same thing applies for newsletters that they would for in store for social media. And same thing, I'm happy to help if you need help figuring out what kind of contest you want to run, or obviously providing the products for the winners in the giveaways and the contests. Just talk to Pete, Pete and his team.
We are always here for you.
So newsletters or emails, when you're reaching out to your customers, I don't know how many on this call already subscribe to our retail guides, but if you don't, I highly recommend subscribing to them. We do them, I would say, usually during all the holiday season, during like Valentine's, as you can see, Pride. We'll always do a retail guide during a season where you can be promoting. So just to show you what the holiday guide was like, and anything that we put in our guides, you can use as material to send out in your newsletters or your emails. You'll also always have the ability to get the assets that are in here. So I highly recommend, if you do not subscribe to our retail guides, there is going to be a link again at the bottom when I finish. I'll have one slide that has all the links to everything. I would recommend signing up for those. We definitely have tons of material in these that you can that's can be used. Again, our marketing team is top notch. They always think of really amazing things to do during the seasons, the selling seasons. And then also they'll highlight in-store POS that we have. Let me see here. I wanted to show the other one that we had here. I wanted to show the Pride one was great too. So again, lots of stuff that you can use for your customers. You can use these articles if you want. We create them for you to use. It's easy. You don't have to do anything. You just use our material. Or these studies that we've done. People like to always see interesting studies, and especially that we're doing in the adult business, sexual wellness. But yeah, it can give you ideas for what to do in store for POS. So again, highly recommend signing up for our retail guides. If there's something that you have in mind, like you want an article or something that you want to send to your retailers, send to your subscription emailers list, let us know, because we can always create something too. It's the beauty of our marketing team. So in store. POS. We have a lot of POS. We actually have a whole catalog of POS items. It's linked in the bottom of this presentation. Use it. It's an amazing way to get to showcase, highlight any of our products in your store. Events and GWPs. If you're new to the business and you've never really done events, Pete and myself are happy to help you figure out what kind of event to do, how to promote it. Also, people love raffles and giveaways. Like I love raffles and giveaways. But the great thing about events is it boosts awareness about the store, increases your foot traffic, and they're fun. And I love to do events, especially if they're out of the box thinking. So definitely reach out to us if you are interested in doing an event. Events will take a little bit more time in terms of lead time to be able to put together. So keep that in mind. And if you have an area in your store that just needs some love, or it's an eyesore to you, or you got a window that just is not looking too good, I think if you've ever worked with me, you know I love to do windows. I love windows. I love in-store POS. And I love it when we get to design it. So put a request in with Pete, and we are happy to create something for you. Usually the lead time for that, depending on the time of year and what our graphic teams has on their plate, but usually it's about 2 to 3 weeks. But basically, just let us know the dimensions of the area that if it's a slat wall skin or if it's a whatever it might be, something you want hanging from the ceiling for even, we can figure it out. And let us know what you want to highlight, give us the dimensions. Ideally, we also like a picture so we can understand the area. And same thing goes for windows. With windows, we do need to know about your area and how conservative it is, whether we can show people, images, or toys, or none of the above, and just has to be like taglines. The nice thing about WeVibe when you do windows is the app is great for very conservative areas because it's not going to make any ruffle any feathers. So yeah, that's what we would need to know though if we're going to do any windows. So I like to give examples because it gets people's creative juices flowing. This is a window that we did. You'll notice some of these are not even in the US because they do some great stuff over in Asia as well as EMEA. I really love this Christmas tree. We did not do this in the US, but I have a feeling this might be coming next year. So cute. Billboards are always a great thing to do. We did an event where we had the Womanizer truck go through, start in Boston and end in California. And we souped up, we got this whole truck and we put, the inside was all about Womanizer. It was also about teaching about erogenous zones and the clitoris. Always happy to discuss with you some sort of event where it's in store or in the parking lot. Obviously, this is going to be on the higher end if you want to invest in something, but we can do a soup down version of this. We learned a lot from doing these. So, and Holly on our team is amazing. She literally got all of this done and got all permits, and now I go like this to her because it was a huge ordeal to try and go into so many cities and figure out permits. But again, maybe this will spark your juices to do something fun like this at your store. We've got some windows. You'll see we also have the booth that we had at Altitude last year because I love the 10 years of pleasure. We showed all the timeline of how Womanizer has grown. And I want to make note here. So if you see on the left, you'll see the take a quiz. So what I've been doing with some retailers, especially ones that have maybe brand new staff on the floor or constantly have a staff turnover. So it's hard to get staff fully trained on all products. I've been creating these table tents for each brand. So one for Romp, WeVibe, Womanizer, that are basically quizzes for the customer to take so they can take a 5-minute quiz and it'll tell them what toy is good for them. It's really helpful, especially like I said, if you have a new staff and that are not that comfortable yet to talk about all toys on the floor. I'd rather them have this tool to use like, hey, would you like to take this fun quiz? It'll show you, if you're interested in a Womanizer, it'll show you which toy is good for what you're looking for. So we can always do that. Just some more Romp windows. I thought the lipstick was really fun. It's like a life-size lipstick. And then some assets that we have that are always in our media library. Again, the media library is, you do have to register for it, and that link's going to be below. All of these that are on our media library, if you see something you absolutely love, I can get that made into a poster or a table tent, whatever it is that fits your store. So we did some really fun, well, this one is not this is a GIF, but we did some fun Olympics for Romp is the fun line because you can do some really fun stuff with it. Jump into pleasure. That actually was really funny from last year's Olympics. And then these were Romp for Halloween. Again, if you want this in your store, and these always come out in a decent time before the actual holidays so that we can get it printed and in your store. So if you are interested in anything for a season, just let us know. I think we put these out probably about a month before. We can always create a poster or whatever it is that you want created. So online is just as important as in store. Online, when I talk about online, it's all about the images, obviously. It's important to use the right images that's going to generate the highest cart conversion rates. Since we have WeVibe and Womanizer and ArcWave and Romp, we have all our websites, our own websites. I'm able to give you that information. So what I've been offering is if you want me to take a look at your website and look at our areas, I can take a look and look at the images that you have up. For example, I know for sure that if you're selling Chorus online, you've got to have the image that we have of Chorus and a device. It's the highest generating one for the conversion rates. And so if you don't have that, it is important to have that. So again, if you're interested in having me take a look at your site, happy to do that. Then I'm happy to I'll get all of the images that I think you should be using and send them to you. Contests and GWPs, same thing for online and same offer here. If you're interested in doing this, we can do a raffle. We could do GWP with gift with purchase, and you just have to contact Pete and put the request in. And what Lovehoney can do for you, it's all about banners, 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 banners. So when we do our launch hub, whenever we create a launch, we always do banners. So they will always be in with the launch hub. But let's just say there's something in particular that you want that you don't see in there, just put a request and we can get it made. But we do create quite I mean, I think the banners that we create are awesome. Here are some that we created for Romp Party, which has not launched yet. It was supposed to launch, but it is coming, I promise. And then for fall, it's all about playful spice instead of pumpkin spice, which I think is super cute. And again, any of these can be made into POS for in-store. I think it's important right now. We do have a 2024 Cosmo Loves, and they loved our C shapes. That's always great to show, as we know people like that. And then this is launching. Enhance will be launching March 4th. So ECN started taking pre-orders. Enhance is going to be Womanizers. It's actually going to be Womanizer and WeVibe. WeVibe Rumbly Motor and Womanizer Pleasure Air. I think it's going to do very well, but this is an example to show you of the banners that we created that are all in the Launch Hub. Orgasms for all. And we really did 100% of our testers had an orgasm. I will say that. Any questions on any of that? Any feedback?
So far, no questions.
So we get some exciting news now, right, Pete?
We do have some exciting news. I was just pulling up the link and getting ready to share it.
Drum roll, please. So our exciting news is that there are 2 new Womanizer toys that are going to be launching. Pre-orders begin today. That are only going to be available at ECN. And it is the Womanizer Rose and the Womanizer Pro. Frank and Linda have come to us many moons ago, once our patent, once stuff was done with our patent, and they really wanted to work with us to create these 2 incredible toys. So we're really excited about it, and it's the Rose and the Pro. We have the Rose is going to be a 59 MSRP with, it will be on MAP. It will have an allowable 20% discount on MAP. And it's going to be similar to the Rose that you know and love. It does have the removable suction head. It's got 6 levels of intensities and 4 pleasure air modes. It's IPX7, so completely submergible. And then this awesome Pro, I know for sure a lot of customers have wanted, they've wanted a toy under our line that looks like this. It's reminiscent of the Pro 40. It's not the Pro 40, but I think, I know I've been asked by buyers and customers to bring back the Pro 40. The MSRP is going to be 69. MAP is going to be 69. It comes in this beautiful lilac color. And it's going to have 11 levels of intensity, the removable suction head. It's completely waterproof. It's the IPX7. I do have a chart here to show you both. And the packaging, it is under Womanizer, so it's really beautiful packaging. It fits into the line. And then you'll see now this is the entire line. So we have the Rose and the Pro that are exclusive to ECN. And those are the 59 and 69 price point. And then we are launching the Enhance at 159, and that will be launching on March 4th. And again, you can put your pre-orders in for all three of these. I know Linda said the pre-orders for the two exclusives are going very well. And we have our launch hubs. So just to show you what the launch hub is, as I mentioned, it's going to have all the information that you need. So again, if you're not receiving these, I highly, highly recommend signing up for our newsletter and you'll get these. You're going to have your product images, hand images, mood images, digital images, icons, POS. I will tell you, for the exclusives, I did actually upload all of this though to the ECN portal, right? Pete, is that what you call it? It's your portal, right? Your marketing portal?
Yeah, it's the resource portal.
The resource portal. I knew it had another name. For these these two toys, they are all in there. It's under Womanizer, and there's a folder that says Pro and Rose. And then there's about 4 or 5 more folders, and each of them is separated out by social media. It's separated out by product images and banners, but everything at your fingertips. We've got social media posts here. We have mood images. You don't have to do anything. We make it very easy for you. And there's also the launch hub for Enhance as well. So everything that you will need is under one link. It also will always say at the top when it's launching, so you'll know. So like it says here, coming March 4th. Here is the page that's going to have all the links. So again, we have our media library where we have all our assets. The retail guide is those guides that I showed you where you can pull from any of the assets in there, as well as any of the articles in there. WowTech Academy, I think, is really great if you have new employees to go through. I can always incentivize them with if they finish WowTech Academy, we can get them a gift. And if you're interested in WowTech Academy, just let Pete know, because what I like to do is create a separate personalized URL just for your store. So then we can keep track of who completes all the courses. Newsletter sign up is going to be in the link as well. Partner Center, our Partner Center is your one stop to being able to go to everything. So you can see our Partner Center has everything. It has what our brands are, the catalogs. Again, our POS catalog is really super easy. It'll take you down, and then you can even go and still see all the things that are available. Now, if ECN happens to be out of stock of something that's on here, just email them, and they're great at getting in touch with me. And if I have it in stock, I will ship it out to you. So it's a great catalog because it has everything you would need. And I think that is, promotion. There's always a promotion, right? If I want to do a webinar, I'm going to give a promotion. So it's a little bit of combination of WeVibe and Womanizer. We have these minis. I've offered this promotion before, and people seem to love it. At least that's what the feedback was from ECN reps. But basically, the promotion is with the mini, you're using that. The concept is to use that as a gift with purchase with any purchase of a WeVibe toy. So you'll get $600 worth of WeVibe products. You get 20 of the minis, and 1,000, you get 30. And then I also have created an asset, so I can either send this to you if you want to print it out yourself, or I can get a table temp printed so you can show it in store and advertise it. It's a great one to do. It's been very successful. People absolutely love it. So highly recommend taking advantage of it. And thank you for coming. The left-hand side will have a QR code to scan for a gift. And the right-hand side will have, if you would like to do a feedback form, I love hearing feedback. Again, Pete and I started talking about this last year, just doing maybe some webinars that are different rather than just training. Don't worry, I will always do the training ones though. So we would love to hear what what kind of webinars would you like? Did you find this helpful? All that fun stuff.
Awesome. Well, Sam, as always, you did an amazing job and we appreciate you. Very exciting information about the exclusive item through East Coast News. We're very excited. Thank you
Very
for working
excited.
so hard on making that happen for us. We have some comment coming in. Kate McGregor says thank you. No problem.
Welcome.
Um, I will go ahead and send out an email with links to the QR codes here,
Great.
the PowerPoint presentation, and all the stuff that was mentioned in here. I will send it out a little while after the presentation ends, and we have until what time tonight? Is that 7 p.m.
7
Eastern?
Eastern.
So we have till 7 Eastern to get you to fill out the QR code and get your free gift. So make sure to get that in. I will get it out within probably 30 minutes of the presentation ending. I just have to wait for Zoom to send it to finalize it. So is there any other questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to put out there in the chat? If not, I'll go ahead and show
Feedback on
you.
the exclusives. I'd love to hear it.
I'll go ahead and share my screen real quick so everybody could see where to find it on the website. So if you go, I put the link in chat, but you can go on to the ECN homepage here. Oh, look at that, the Love Honey group presentation sign up. You can click the Coming Soon tab, go all the way down to the WeVibe tab, and you will see the two items here. You can go ahead and add them to your cart and pre-order these. You can also talk to your rep and work with them to get these ordered. So get them while you can because these will sell out. These are a hot mover. As always, seems like everything that Love Honey does is a hot mover. So Kate McGregor says, "I'm really excited to offer Womanizer at these new price points. I think we are all as well."
That I really think that you'll start to get repeat customers when you're able to get them. If it is somebody, I always say start high, right? So we're always going to start with the high because we never know what somebody actually is willing to pay if you show certain features, right? But if they really can't, then at least you don't lose them as a womanizer customer. And I do believe they will come back because the goal is obviously for them to come back and get the next or the premium two and experience those. And I do think that this will be able to create that for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
As always, I would like to say thank you to all the participants and all of our retail partners. We really could not do any of this without all of you. That goes for distribution and manufacturing. ECN will be hosting a couple of events in the beginning or in the first half of the year. We have a Dallas regional on, hold on, I don't want to get the date wrong and misinform people, but if you're going to be in the Dallas area and you'd like to come to a training, basically we have like 8 or 10 vendors come in and do presentations throughout the day. That will happen on Wednesday, May 14th, and then we have one coming to Charlotte, North Carolina on June 5th. So we'd love to see you out there, talk to your rep. The customer invites will be going out probably right at the beginning of March. But you guys are all getting a heads up on that. And ECN will have a large presence at the Altitude Show. We have a very big booth, and Sam has a big portion of that. So we'd love to meet you in person. So feel free to stop by and come say hello. So thank you all for attending. We definitely appreciate all of you. Kate McGregor says again, I love my Love Honey.
Yay.
We
Love you,
just need them to
Kate.
stop changing their name, Sam. That's the only
I
thing.
know. Trust me. I know. I know. Trust me. I'm like, wait, what did I say?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Sam, did you want to end with anything else?
No, just say thank you to everybody. And if you are coming to Altitude, can't wait to see you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you all soon. Take care.
Great. Bye.
Bye, all.